Creating labels. Here we go. So if you're at the Home tab when you first open up whatever document, sometimes a blank document or whatever you're working on, doesn't matter. You're going to create a new document. Mailings. Go to the Mailings tab. Go to Labels. Type in your address. And we're just going to make one up. So now we have an address made up. Now, depending on the labels you're using, this is a very common one, Avery US Letter, right here. So you scroll through, there's a whole lot of options. You go to Avery US Letter, and then I had it at, I can't remember, but it was the 5960. So you go in here, you're at Avery US Letter, and then you scroll through till you get to your number. Now, if you buy a box of labels, it'll say on the labels, like if you bought Avery labels, then it would be Avery US Letter typically, and then you would find the number of the ones you got. Or if you got a different brand or a different Avery, look at all these, there's a few different Averys. So there's a lot of different options. When you click on it, it resets to the top, and then you've got to find what you're looking for. And so here's the 5960 again. Or since I already knew what I wanted, I can click cancel and be back where I was. You would click OK to select that option. And then you would create new document. And so the new document now has an entire document with labels. Now that's fine and dandy and all, but look, these guys aren't really centered. They don't look all that awesome. And there's no images or anything. So we can click in here and say, well, now we want to kind of make it look cool. So let's insert an image. Now, since this is Crafting Dragon, maybe we want an image of a dragon. So we go free dragon clip art, and it'll come up with some options, and we can say, oh, that guy is going to look really awesome. You can also do an image from your device if you've designed an image, or if you have an image someone else has designed that's saved on your computer. Then on that insert pictures, you would just insert from this device, and then you would just resize it to fit whatever size you're trying to do. So here now I'm just resizing it, and I'm going to choose the square layout because that will put my text where I want it and my image. Now it's still not centered very nice. There's a couple options. I can go to the Home tab, and I can, oops, not that one. Sorry. I can go to the up and down. Sorry, I mean the Layout tab, and so you can center it a little more, but that's going to also move the picture, and I have the picture where I want it. So another option is from the Home tab that I like to use, and that's just line spacing options. And we're going to take and say the spacing before, we're going to make that a 12. And ooh, sorry, I don't want to highlight it when I do this. So that just shows you one little error if you highlight the whole thing. Now here we go. Now it has that spacing. We go to 12, we click OK. Now it's centered beautifully the way I want it. And I like this style. I could move the picture over a little bit, which would also move the text. So however I want it set up. Now I want all of these labels to look the same. So back under Mailings, I'm going to click Start Mail Merge, and I'm going to go to Labels. And here, this is just kind of tricking Word into something. So I'm going to go into here, I'm under Labels, and then I'm going to click Cancel, but now it gives me this, where I can go Update Labels, and it updates all of them. But look what it added. I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is, another thing in tricking Word with this is we're going to have to highlight this and Control-C or right-click and copy this word here, because if we type it in, it's not going to work. Then we can either Control-H to bring up, this is the replace dialog box, or if you want to do it from here, you just go to replace. Now here you're going to take, and normally there's not something there, you'll have this empty box and you'll control V or you'll right click and paste. And that will put exactly in the way it is. Again, if you type it, it's not going to work. Here we're going to replace it with a blank space, and we're going to replace all. It's going to do the one we highlighted. Then we say, yes, we want you to do everything. And now all of the exactly the same. So that is creating labels with Microsoft Word, adding images, and just designing it a little bit cooler.